These are the World Championships of All Strength from the beautiful Mesa Parks of Riga, Latvia. Hi again, everybody. I'm Doug Anderson. What a show we have for you. 36 of the strongest men from across the world, and these guys are set to put on a show for the great crowd behind us. My partners, Jamie Reeves, and Jamie, this is going to be another tremendous day of competition.
Well, this is some World Championships, Doug. We've got 36 guys, the strongest guys in the world, and they're all here competing for the All Strength World Cup.
A lot of guys have something to prove. Marius Pudzianowski has been dominating the world so far, but guys want to catch up to him.
Well, sure they do. We've got the second guy from the World's Strongest Man here, Savikas from Lithuania. We've got Raymonsberg man, he's competing on home soil in front of his own crowd. This is going to be some show, Doug.
Absolutely, Jamie, and you know what? We can't affect the number 3 guy, and that's Vasyl Vereshchuk from the Ukraine. We're going to come back with our first event here at the World Championships of All Strength.
Jamie, in this show we see 3 very big men, including world champion Marius Pudzianowski.
Yeah, he's going against Vasyl Vereshchuk of the Ukraine. I don't think there's no love lost between these guys. Marius seems to pick Vasyl just at the post at the very last minute, and I'm sure Vasyl would love to stick one over on Marius. They call Marius the Dominator because he dominates every competition. Remains to be seen if Vasyl can put a stop to that here.
Also in that group is Vilius Petrakis of Lithuania.
Well, we don't know much about this guy, but if he's qualified in Lithuania and come through, there's some strong guys there, so he deserves his place at the All Strength World Championships, that's for sure.
After a morning of inclement weather, the rain has come to a stop, and we move back to sunshine on the All Strength World Championships.
So Marius Pudzianowski ready to go in the truck pull.
You can't say enough about this guy. He's took strongman to another level, and he's the benchmark. If anybody wants to beat the world's best, here he is. He's taking his place on the start line, and Marius's attitude is come and get me. The thing to watch with Pudzianowski is he's got fantastic coordination. His legs and arms work together and pump away. He's a very, very fast, very mobile athlete. He's one of the world's strongest men for the last 2 years. He's been virtually unbeatable in Europe. He's a 2-time European strongest man, and he rises to the big occasion. I think you can see from the concentration in his face now, he's really going to go for this.
The crowd tremendously appreciative of the efforts of Marius Pudzianowski.
You can see the veins bulging from those biceps there. Once again, textbook start. Look how low he is from the floor.
Very
fast
deliberate.
Arms. And there he goes. He'll start to speed up and accelerate.
Oh, a stumble for Marius Pudzianowski. Just 5 meters in, a little bit of a stumble, but boy, he regained very quickly.
You can see his legs pumping so quickly. This is textbook technique from Pudzianowski. And remember, he only weighs 130 kilograms. That's about 285 pounds. He's giving a lot of body weight away here, but you can see he's making up for it with that coordination.
Tremendous foot speed. Tremendous foot speed. Crossing the finish line is Marius Pudzianowski. And he looks back quickly for a time. An excellent effort from Marius Pudzianowski, finishing with a time of 36.79.
Well, that's the fastest time we've seen so far.
Now let's go down to the floor and All Strength Zone, Tammy Tyson.
You are an amazing competitor, obviously, and I know you compete often during the year. How often do you compete?
I have a lot of competition. Sometimes every weekend I have 2 competitions. Last weekend I have Friday Poland Cup final, also 6 events, very heavy, and next day competition in Moscow.
That is unbelievable. How do you find time to train?
Every weekend I have 5-6 days training. Sometimes 1 day, 2 times training, morning and evening. Sometimes after swimming, jogging.
That is unbelievable. And I notice you have your girlfriend here with you. Does she travel with you often?
This is I have very small time. Sometimes 1 time every weekend looking at and I and my girlfriend.
Good stuff. Thanks so much, Mario.
Thank you.
Vilius Petrakis steps in.
Ready!
Yeah, he's trying to beat his fellow countryman here from Lithuania. Another pretty good start. Still looks a little bit high, got to get low now. He's using his arms pretty well and pump with those legs. This is going to be a good solid time.
Again, the shoulders are a little high though.
Yeah, that textbook technique of being low, none of the guys seem to have mastered that. But this is going to be a fast time.
It will be a quick time in the top third of the competitors for Lithuania's Vilius Petrakis.
And that is a good time. It's 36 seconds.
36.31, a very good time. And that will put him near the top of the pack.
Yeah, he's in the top 5 with that.
So Vasil Vereshchuk will step up to take on the truck pull.
Vereshchuk's a big man, and this is one of his favourite events, the truck pull.
Tremendous upper body strength, but he uses the lower body to his advantage as well, and that's one of the big keys, a complete effort.
Yeah, he's got very strong legs, Vereshchuk. Very fast feet as well.
Look at him.
The truck pull and the farmer's walk are his main strengths. This is textbook technique from Vereshchuk.
Hence the reason he finished in the top 3 at the World's Strongest Man. Vasil Vereshchuk putting in a good effort here in the truck pull. He has a great pace going, Jamie.
Yeah, he's speeding up all the way through. Nice rhythm and just accelerating. Great technique.
Vasil Vereshchuk of the Ukraine crossing the finish line, the final 2.5 meters, stopping the clock. Very nice effort from Vasil Vereshchuk.
He knows that's a good time. He's giving the thumbs up to the crowd. He'll be very happy with that performance.
And track pulling for Vasil Vereshchuk, 36.29 seconds.
36.29 time for Vereshchuk on the truck pull. That's a tremendous time.
That puts him in a nice position, and you know what, if you can be in the mid-30s, 33 to 37 seconds, you've done very well.
Yeah, that's the key. We said anything under 40 seconds would be a fantastic truck pull. And Vereshchuk's just confirmed his position as one of the best truck pullers in the world with a time of 36.29.
After event number 1, the truck pull saw a big surprise with the Ukraine's Vasil Vereshchuk picking up 34 points. Vilius Petrakis comes in second spot with 2-time World's Strongest Man Marius Pudzianowski in third.
Vilius Petrakis of Lithuania to take on the power stairs.
And next for power stairs, Vilius Petrakis, Baltic team, Lithuania. Lietuvas pārstāvis, Baltijas komandā, Vilius Petrakis.
Take a grip. Ready?
Right there.
Vilius very quick through the first 6 stairs. He just looks like he's on a mission, and he's quick going down, but it's the second set of stairs that takes a lot out of the athletes.
That's right, it's 500 pounds, it's an increase of 50 pounds. The body's already fatigued from the first weight, the second one. But he's looking comfortable at 2. Little pause before the third.
Trying to get the blood flowing a little bit. Picks up his 13th stair.
He's still going, he's running out of steam a little bit, but he's still moving, he's still on the increase.
2 stairs left for Vilius Petrakis. The final 2 now. At 16 stairs, he lost the grip. Vilius, he has the height to be able to do this. He's just got to be able to straighten the back out, but you see it's taken too much out of him. He'll finish off with 16 stairs.
We're not even
Well, Vasil Vereshchuk just getting ready for the power stairs. We've already seen Vasil perform on the deadlift and he did very, very well. And rumour has it he's being coached now by the legendary powerlifter Viktor Nalyakin from the Ukraine. Viktor, a triple world champion in powerlifting at the super heavyweight class at the IPF World Championships.
Now Vasil has been very strong through each event so far. He got through his toughest event, the deadlift, the one he has the most trouble in. He's expecting to post a good time right here.
Yeah, well, I know Viktor Nalyakin very, very well. He's a great coach, great powerlifter, and you can see he's had a big influence on Vasil's training. So let's see if all that coaching's paid off for Vasil Vereshchuk in the power stairs. Away he goes at 180 kilograms, 400 pounds. Looking good so far.
Vasil moving the first weight toward the top stair. First 6 stairs are done. He drops quickly to the bottom and heads off for the second weight. Coming in at 440 pounds.
No problems so far for Vereshchuk. Getting plenty of height on that weight.
Very deliberate, and he's through 12 stairs, dropping the implement. Vasil Vereshchuk.
Now 225 kilograms, 500 pounds. That's the first stair. It's very important not to slow down now. Keep progressing up these stairs.
Each stair is an extra leap in the standings for Vasil Vereshchuk. It will separate him from the middle of the pack toward the top of the pack, and that's what he needs to do. Only 3 stairs left for Vasil Vereshchuk of the Ukraine.
Well, he's slowing up now. He's running out of time. He's got 2 stairs left.
Vereshchuk has to make this one count. Really only looking for one effort. He's got the on the corner. Got to slide it across. And Vereshchuk with a nice job and finishes off.
Well, he's run out of time.
17 stairs.
That's a good performance by Vereshchuk. Just shows the training he's been doing with Nalyakin has really paid off.
In that training, would it be more technique than anything else?
Yeah, I think it's just more technique and concentrating on back strength. That's Viktor Nalyakin's key. Great squatter and deadlifter. And he's hoping to pass the torch on now to Vasil Vereshchuk. Just seeing Pudzianowski here on these power stairs. You'll see the difference, what I mean, from speed coming down the stair and also going up the stair. This man is like a rocket.
Mariusz Pudzianowski.
I just love you, Mr. Anderson. Looking great.
Well, don't blink, Dougo. You're going to miss all these 3 weights going to the top of this platform.
And next for power steps, Mariusz Pudzianowski. Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Mariusz getting some final instructions from our head referee, Magnus Magnuson. 6 world titles between those 2 gentlemen.
Yeah, they'd be a pretty formidable team, those 2. Last bit of concentration from Pudzianowski, just going into the zone.
That gentleman amazes me how he can do that 2 seconds before a competition, zone right in, and then attack it.
Just watch this, boom, boom, here he goes. Look at the speed of this and rhythm. Watch him come down the stairs, what we're talking about. Boom, 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 ready for number 2 and straight back again.
Absolutely, Mariusz Pudzianowski through 8 stairs, now number 9, and he's just hopping up to the next stair.
That's 2 on. Back down again for the 3rd one.
500 pounds. Number 15, having a little difficulty at 14. Pushes it forward.
Well, he's not making this look easy. But I'm sure he's going to be the first guy to finish.
Pudzianowski moving to the second to last step. Now to the final one to finish things off. Second effort, Mariusz Pudzianowski gets it up and on top to the delight of the crowd here in Riga.
why he's the world champion, the number one, the world's strongest man.
18 stairs in 53.44 seconds for Mariusz Pudzianowski. Now let's go down to the floor and all-strength zone, Tammy Tyson.
That was incredible. That form, you've obviously done this event before.
Yes, this is events for me is good. Sometime good, sometime bad. Today is good. Only second events. Maybe finish looking last events today.
I also noticed the crowd loves you. That's got to be great motivation.
I don't understand.
The crowd, the audience, they love you. They're cheering so loud. Does that help?
Yes, it's for me, it's good.
Yeah, it's great. You're doing such a great job. Thank you so much.
Mariusz Pudzianowski wins his second consecutive event and picks up 35 points in the power stairs.
Vilius Petrakis now to take on the log lift, and the key here is get through the logs as quickly as possible so you have a good grip while they're still dry.
A little bit unsteady there on his feet, but a good solid press.
Petrakis from Lithuania on his second
Struggling to lock it out.
He's good on the attempt at the 275-pound log. Now moving on to 150 kilograms, 330-pound third log.
Ask him how long he's got, what time.
Got to be difficult with the rain coming down in his face, and you can see he had to step away after cleaning the log. So 3 logs for Vilius Petrakis. 2 logs in 20.10 seconds.
The rain has come to a stop, and we move back to sunshine.
Mariusz on his first log. Powers it right up. Moves on to the second log. And you know Mariusz is going for time right now. Second log
Powerful
is up.
press again there for Pudzianowski.
What a job. Onto the third log for Mariusz Pudzianowski. He's just a machine through the first 2.
Struggling a little bit on the third one. The referee's giving it him, and now it's onto the giant 165 kilogram, 364 pounds.
Mariusz gets it up to the shoulders. Now to the press. Will he be able to control the log? Unable to push it up. Pudzianowski will get a second crack at it. You can see the strain in his face, and he'll just let it go.
Well, try as he may, he'll not lift that log today.
You got 40 seconds left.
Viņam vēl ir 40 sekundes, viņš var mierīgi atpūsties un mēģināt vēlreiz.
Well, he may take one more crack at it. He knows he's got enough time to do one more. Rolls it up to the thigh. Now to the chest. Pudzianowski looking for number 4 to the delight of the crowd and just can't press it out.
No,
You can
not
see,
today.
Jamie, today is not the day for number 4.
Looks a little tired, Mariusz. I know he's been competing a lot on the European circuit.
Well, the key for him was how quick he went through the first 3 logs.
Yeah, he was flying through those first 3. 19.44 seconds on 3 logs for Pudzianowski. That's a real quick time.
Let's go down to the floor and all-strength zone, Tammy Tyson.
I noticed before this event you were really concentrating and going over the movement in your head. How important is that mental focus?
Last log left is I have bad technique, no left.
Oh, really?
Yes, sometimes good technique. Today is little bit by legs. No, little bit up and no left.
Here we see Vasyl Vereshchuk, the powerhouse from the Ukraine, on the log lift. Vasyl very, very powerful in the shoulders.
Now, after a weak deadlift from Vasyl, it's very important for him to complete all 4 logs, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he'll complete all 4. He's very strong in the shoulders and very boom! That's that first one gone already, and he's on to number 2.
Look at Vasyl Vereshchuk of the Ukraine. Outstanding through log number 2. Pops that one down. Jumps over to log number 3.
This is 330 pounds.
Rolls it up to the top. Presses it out. Boy, Vasyl is just a machine in this event. 364-pound fourth log. Vasyl to the chest. Will he press it out? No problem for the big man from the Ukraine.
And he's even talking while he's got the log above his head. That's confidence for you. Just going over to the crowd now to acknowledge them. That was a fantastic performance by Vasyl Vereshchuk.
Second for Vasyl Vereshchuk, Ukraine.
Well, Vasyl Vereshchuk not only did all 4 logs, he did them in 31.33 seconds.
That's a fantastic time, Doug.
Vasyl Vereshchuk is making a day of it, winning the log lift with 4 logs and 35 points. Pudzianowski's in second. Action.
Vilius Petrauskas in the farmer's walk takes on, and out of the gate he comes. And Jamie, you know what? We've seen so many guys attack the first 20 meters and then just run out of gas. The key may be to pace themselves through the first 40 meters.
Yeah, well, you know, this is the first time they've seen these implements, so they don't know whether to go off like a rocket, whether to pace themselves. Every athlete's got a different strategy, Doug. Slowing up a little bit on his last 20 meters. He's gone very, very wide. He's even gone out of the cones.
Starting to swerve just a little bit is Vilius Petrauskas, but he will cross the finish line without a put down. Boy, Jamie, he went from side to side in his lanes.
Yeah, at one stage he was way out of the track, maybe a meter out of the cones. He didn't take the most direct, shortest route, that's for sure.
44.71 seconds for Vilius Petrauskas. So here's your world champion, Mariusz Pudzianowski, to take on the farmer's walk. And you know, Mariusz came out a little earlier, Jamie. We saw him just checking out the course and making sure he's got everything lined up to perfection.
Yeah, this is usually a good event for Mariusz. He knows he can't afford to drop these implements once on this 80-meter course.
Take your drop.
A very, very fast guy. You see, he's off like a rocket.
Mariusz Pudzianowski, you're right, like a rocket is the key. Pudzianowski, good job cutting the corner. After 20 meters, Pudzianowski's on a roll through 30 meters now and turn number 2.
Well, this is tremendous speed. We've seen guys go off like this before, but they've never been able to sustain this pace for 80 meters. Let's see if the world champion and world's strongest man, Pudzianowski, can. He doesn't look like slowing up now, Doug, and he's 15 meters from the finish line.
He is putting on a show for the fans here in Riga, Latvia. Mariusz Pudzianowski stopping the course. A tremendous time.
Yeah, terrific time there from Pudzianowski. You just feel like he can dig in and get that extra 10% out of himself when he needs to. As we've said before, Doug, anything under 40 seconds is a fantastic time, and Pudzianowski confirms that with a time of around 37 seconds.
37.87 seconds. A heck of a job from the world's strongest man, Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Well, here we see Vereshchuk from the Ukraine. He's number 1 in the world at the Farmers' Walk. This is his favourite event.
Are you ready?
I'll be very surprised if he drops these at all on this course.
Farmer's walk is Andres Johansson, Stockholm.
The speed Vereshchuk can move with these weights is incredible. Look at the speed of him, and he walked
out of the blocks like a sprinter. Vasyl Vereshchuk.
Well, he's just finished the first 20 meters in 7 seconds. A little bit slower on the way back now. That's 16 seconds and no put down now.
Vasyl Vereshchuk now coming through the midway point. He's going to make one more turn before the final dash in the final 20 meters.
And it looks like he's got enough gas in the tank to accelerate on his home straight. He's even looking at the crowd.
Ooh, gives a nod to the crowd. Vasil Vereshchuk, a tremendous effort in the Farmer's Walk.
Like I said, Doug, that's why Vereshchuk is number one at the Farmer's Walk. That must have sent some shudders down the other competitors watching Vereshchuk there.
37.63 seconds for Vasil Vereshchuk.
That's a fantastic time.
Now with another thought on what's happening, here's Tammy Tyson.
That looked so easy. You got to tell us your secret.
Ну, на перший погляд, може, для глядачів було дуже легко. На самому ділі важко, тому що 80 метрів є достатньо велика швидкість. Вірніше, відстань.
Let's get started.
For the spectators from the side, yeah, but it's 80 meters. It's very hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Good job.
Thank you.
The surprise continues through event number 2 as Vasil Vereshchuk wins his second consecutive event and picks up the 35 points. Mariusz Pudzianowski comes in second, with Petrakis finishing in third on the Farmer's Walk.
For our next event here on All Strength World Championships, Vilius Petrakis, another very big man.
Yeah, this is another big guy.
Ready? Lift.
Vilius Petrakis now in the deadlift. Very quick on the first rep and the second rep as well.
Nice smooth lifting this. Good deadlifting, good technique.
Lift.
Moving in for number 5. Good job locking out the hips.
Away. 6. Lift. 7.
Oh, a little toughness at the top of that one, Jamie.
Yeah, but still 7 good repetitions. Real big effort now to get this number 8, placing up there with the top guys. Really having to work for number 8. The legs are shaking.
Gets it to the middle of the thigh, locks out the hips and the shoulders, and puts up rep number 8. Vilius Petrakis, 8 reps in the deadlift.
Real big effort now to get this number 8, placing up there with the top guys. Good deadlifting, good technique.
Restacking and loading the deadlift one more time.
Yeah, the next up I think is Vasil Vereshchuk from the Ukraine. Came third in the world's strongest man this year, and he's done very well on the European circuit. But we saw him win the Farmer's Walk, his favourite event, and now we're back on to his probably the least favourite event, the deadlift. He doesn't like this at all. You can't help thinking if he did improve his deadlift that maybe he'd be a contender for Mariusz Pudzianowski's crown.
Well, Vasil Vereshchuk is the current leader in the Farmer's Walk, so we'll have to wait and see if he can add to those points that he's had so far.
I think if Vasil can lift this maybe 4 or 5 times, he will have climbed a mountain. You can see he's taking his time to get into the bar. He's not looking forward to this at all. Taking his shoes off so he's got less distance to pull the bar.
Sometimes you can just see it in the competitor's face that they don't like an event.
Exactly. They don't look comfortable. They look a little tense going in. You can see Vereshchuk's very, very slow here and deliberate. He's not looking forward to this one bit.
Okay.
Really taking his time here and making sure he's in the right position.
As you said, if you can pull 4, maybe 5 reps, that'll be good. Vasil Vereshchuk.
Well, this is good from Vasil. He knows he had to go away this year and practice this event, put the time in. If he's going to be a serious challenger, he needs to be able to get his deadlift up above 350 kilograms, 771 pounds.
Vasil. Good for rep number 4.
One more rep and Vasil will be really doing well here. He's got to fight this through. He's got it. I still think there's one more rep here for Vasil. If he digs in deep, sits in, uses his thighs, head back, drives his hips through, I'm sure he can get 6 repetitions.
He's got 5 to his credit right now. Here's Vasil Vereshchuk of the Ukraine looking for number 6.
He's got 15 seconds left. He's got to make this rep count. He cannot put it down. No, he can't get his hips through.
Unable to get number 6 up, but Vasil Vereshchuk, as you predicted, Jamie, finished with 5 reps.
That's a good score for Vasil. I think he'll be happy with that.
Now, he knows that that's one of his weak events. You think he works a lot on that when he's going to his next competition?
Yeah, he knows it's a weak link, and if he does want to progress and get into the, the top spot at the World's Strongest Man and Europe's Strongest Man and some of the Grand Prix, he's really got to improve his deadlift.
Where here comes the two-time and current world champion moving in for the deadlift. It's Poland's Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Well, he's got his super suit on nice and tight. Mariusz has been competing a lot on the European tour. He tells me he's not 100%. He's very, very tired. And if there's any fatigue in that back and legs, the deadlift's going to find it. Let's see what the current world's strongest man, Mariusz Pudzianowski's got to offer on this deadlift.
Chalks up the hands, he'll step in. Make sure he gets his straps on correctly. He wants to make sure that everything is right, because once he gets going, there's no slowing down. It's not like you can do 3 or 4 reps, then readjust if something's wrong.
Well, I would think Mariusz will be looking at around anything over 7 repetitions. Most of the guys sticking around 5.
Get ready.
The referee gets him into position.
Fellow competitor Raymond Bukmanis helping him with his straps. Pudzianowski with his first rep. Very solid on his second rep as well. Straight up on rep number 3.
Looking good here, Pudzianowski.
Boy, he is very solid.
Very good here. Very good lifting from Pudzianowski.
Mariusz Pudzianowski rolling.
That's 11 reps.
He's looking for one more rep, and that will put him in a tie. Mariusz Pudzianowski gets rep number 12, locks it out. He's going to take a break. He knows he's got a little bit of time. Will he go for rep number 13, Jamie?
Yeah, I'm sure he wants another rep. He's nodding to the crowd. He knows it's in the bag. He's just going to run the clock down, conserve his energy. One more lift for Pudzianowski to show his class on the deadlift.
There you go.
That's why he is the current world's strongest man. Mariusz, the Dominator, Pudzianowski.
13 reps for Poland's Mariusz Pudzianowski, and that puts him in the lead for the deadlift. You know, they call him the Dominator because he dominates each event, not just an overall game.
Yeah, I think he's just conserving a little bit of energy as well. He really wants to win this All-Strength World Cup, and he'll just do enough to get himself into the final, and then I think he'll just shift up a gear and move away from everybody else. That's usually his style.
It took 3 events, but Mariusz Pudzianowski finally wins an event in the deadlift with 13 reps. Vilius Petrakis comes in second spot with 8 reps, and Vasil Vereshchuk had some trouble and finished with only 5 reps. After 3 events, Mariusz Pudzianowski of Poland leads with 101 points. Vilius Petrakis sits in second spot with 87, and Vasil Vereshchuk has 82.
Vilius Petrakis steps up to take on the Atlas Stones. Vilius has been very steady through every event so far.
Ready.
Here he goes with stone number 1. Stuttering a little bit there, but it's on.
Again, maybe just misjudging the distance to the top of the platform, because stone number 2 goes up fairly easily. As does number 3, Vilius Petrakis of Lithuania.
No problem at number 4. He's looking good for number 5 here, Doug.
He sure is. Number 5 is lapped. It's to the front of the platform. Oh, he drops it right in the front. maybe part of his overall plan. He gets it to the edge. He's got to get the hands under and up and on top for Vilius Petroskis. So Vilius picks up all 5 stones.
Just putting the finishing touches to his glue here, the giant Ukrainian Vasil Vereshchuk, getting ready for the stones.
World team for Atlas Stones.
Can he manage 5 stones?
Well, what Vereshchuk has that the others don't is a little bit more height, and that'll help him in the early stones. Vasil Vereshchuk on the first stone very quickly, just manhandling the first stone. Vereshchuk turns for stone number 2.
Once again, he's on the shoulder. No problem with height for Vereshchuk. He's making sure he doesn't hit the wall.
That's right, number 3.
Little stutter coming off the floor.
Good
He's
job
put
to
number
get it
3
up.
on the shoulder.
Very nice job from Vereshchuk. Now on to number 4, and he's setting a good pace. Vereshchuk to the front of the platform. Rolls it up and on top. Now to stone number 5 for Vasil Vereshchuk.
Just making sure he's got enough tacky on his hands. It's not going to slip on this giant number 5 stone. Grips it, squeezes, pulls it up to the hips, walking to the wall.
To the platform, get it over the edge. Will he be able to do it? Vasil Vereshchuk up and on top. All 5 stones for the big Ukrainian. Oh, and he's got to be very pleased with the efforts.
Well, he doesn't look it, but I'm sure he is, Doug. Yep, he's happy. It's thumbs up from Vereshchuk.
Very good job. Amazing. Those stones look so easy to you. Are they easy?
Ти вперше зробив це дуже вражаюче. Як ти зміг це зробити? Опять же, я хочу сказати, що не було так легко, так як воно здається. Вже навіть 4-й камінь 160 був дуже важкий. It was not so easy. The first stone was very heavy because 160. I don't know how I can do the 5th time, but I did it.
Well, good job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We've got more of the All-Strength World Championships from Mesoparks in Riga, Latvia. So Marius Pudzianowski steps up to take on the Atlas Stones, and I love watching Marius do this event.
Well, Marius seemed to start off a little sluggish, and then he moved up a gear midway through the competition. Let's see what he's got left in this final event, the stones.
Good.
Well, he's got the big crowd here in Mesoparks, Riga, Latvia, right behind him and his efforts. Look how quickly that first stone went up for Marius Pudzianowski of Poland, a 2-time world's strongest man. Oh, he ran right into the platform, misjudging the distance. A little bit of difficulty, but gets it up and moves on to stone number 3.
Well, that's an uncharacteristic mistake there from Marius, but he's rectified it on number 3. Coming back now for number 4. Easy pick from the floor, walking it into the platform, regrip.
Pudzianowski gets up number 4. He'll move on to stone number 5. Taking his time, making sure he gets a little glue on his hands, wants to make sure he has a good grip. Stone number 5 for Marius Pudzianowski. He's got it lapped. Now to move to the front of the platform. Pudzianowski to the front, on top of the platform, turns and poses for the crowd. Does the world's strongest man, Marius Pudzianowski.
That's why he's the world's strongest man, Doug, and that's why they call him the Dominator. 5 stones for Pudzianowski. 49.85 seconds there, the time for Pudzianowski on the stones.
Now let's go down to the floor and all-strength zone, Tammy Tyson.
Amazing job on the stones. Very impressive. Are you happy with that time?
No, this is time not best because finish qualification. I want only slowly 5 stones. My best time is here 30-35 seconds.
Wow.
49 is bad time. Because why? This is I go easy, go to final. Tomorrow start final. Tomorrow looking how time finish my.
And overall, like on over all the events this weekend, are you happy with your performance?
Yes, I'm happy today.
Good. You're doing great and the crowd loves you. Congratulations. Good job.